Spike was the first legendary brawler that I unlocked, and I would say the mastery title is a bit overdue, so let's get it. I started out on day 1 playing some Brawl Ball, one of my favorite game modes, and since I don't really play Spike too much, I really had no idea what modes or even maps are best to play him on, but I figured you can't go wrong with the classic, and especially since this map has a lot of tanks in it, I thought Spike might be good to take those down. Things may have started out a little bit questionable, but we were able to turn things around and score that first goal, and who's to say that wasn't part of the plan all along? Actually, that definitely wasn't part of the plan. The goal was to goal, but the goal didn't goal. Luckily, I'm a D1 cactus that doesn't really need any warm-up games, even though it's my first game of the day. Hands are a little bit shaky, but you know what? I still get it in. Starting out on the first hour of our grind, things were going super smooth. We were winning almost every single game, gaining us mastery points pretty consistently, as well as trophies, but I had one problem. I needed the mythic gear. There is no question about it, this is one of the best, if not the best mythic gear in the game, and it is a game changer. Now, anybody who gets caught up in the Spike Super is almost always a guaranteed kill, and at the very least, it is the ultimate control. Even though we were having so much success in Brawl Ball, I wanted to try out the other modes just to make sure I wasn't missing out on anything better. We tried out Hot Zone first, and as much as I thought this would do very good because of the area control I had, it was okay. So then we switched over to Gem Grab. This map was a little bit weird. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. I didn't feel like I was doing much other than just getting kills, which is great, but I still felt a little bit out of place. We were still able to get the win, but without a doubt, I was going to be switching back to Brawl Ball, and so I did. And now you get to witness this Doug throw his wiener at Rosa. I'm not quite sure what that was about, but regardless, I was back to crushing Sandies with my spiky curveballs and scoring goals while being chased by Bruce the Bear. I didn't have any more time this day, so I finished things off at 13,500. Day 2 was here, and so was a new map, except this one sucked. I did not like this map at all, so much that I didn't even play very much. There's a lot of tanks, yeah, but there's also a lot of throwers, and these throwers annihilate me. On the very first game, I encountered a Barley, and it was traumatizing. Now I have nightmares of Barley supers, it's no joke. Between that and BB Doug charging right into my goal, I was absolutely done with it. I needed to try something new, so I switched over to Hot Zone, and usually this is one of my least favorite Hot Zone maps, but not with Spike. For the first time in this mastery grind, I felt like I was actually useful, like I was doing something. I even felt like I was carrying sometimes. In fact, I was so confident in winning on this map because it felt so good with Spike that I was playing with randoms. And the scary part about this is I was actually winning, a lot, even against Draco. One of the scariest things you can see in the meta right now is Draco kit comp, but Spike actually does pretty well against it. With this map being divided into 3 lanes, it's super easy to hit your shots, especially with all the tanks, and you just get infinite supers. And don't forget about the hypercharge. With all these tanks, I'm easily able to charge at least 2, sometimes even 3 hypercharges per game. And to top it all off, with all these victories, I was also getting a lot of star players, which gave me extra mastery points. But after hitting a little over 850 trophies, I lost a couple in a row, so I took a break. When I came back from my break later that day, something big had happened. We had hit the double mastery points in the Brawl Stars event, and this was going to be huge. I hopped right back into dueling beetles, but this time I had a team. But this first match back was actually brutal, especially with that penny turret just hammering down on me. With my 5,600 hit points, it was not looking good for me. The score was close, but they were already into the 90s. I knew that if I died here, it was game over. I popped my hypercharge and somehow managed to evade death. I end up staying alive, and this is a game changer. I'm able to cycle my super right here, get that lane locked down, and then we finish off the last couple points and somehow take the victory here. There we go again, another star player, 7 and 4. Spike on this map is insane, and that is gold 2 mastery. Even with our clutch victories though, my team did not want to play Hot Zone, so we switched over to Brawl Ball. I had a bad feeling about this from the start, and for some reason my teammate is playing Mortis. Like, what the heck, dude? Might as well pair me up with some randoms at this point. I'm not saying Spike is bad on this map, I'm saying I'm bad on this map with Spike. You get me? Mortis able to slip through BB right there and dash all the way up there to score that goal, but is it going to be enough? The answer is no. These BB bubbles are seriously starting to give me some PTSD, and I'm not loving it. Brawl Ball was not working the way that we had hoped, but soon enough I was less than 500 away from my goal for today, which was 19,000. I went back into dueling beetles, again with randoms because it seemed to be working out just fine, and I began to pick up more wins. I'd fallen quite a bit of trophies. I was now in the mid 700s from playing Brawl Ball all that time, but with a couple wins in Hot Zone, I was able to get up to nearly 750 and 19,000 points. Day 3. The final day had begun, and this time I had my friend Uni helping me out. Once again, the Brawl Ball map had changed, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it. At first I thought this was going to be terrible because of all the long range, but then I started cooking. These guys had me feeling like Gordon Ramsay. The Fang couldn't even touch me. The Meg, I don't even know what she's doing. She's a little lost. And as you can see, Piper just rolled off her deathbed. Yeah, she died, but she's back in the game for the next couple seconds. I figured I got nothing to lose, so I popped my Hyper Weenus and I went right after Piper, but she was on some David Goggins type of timing. She said never back down, never what, and she held her ground. Well, for the most part, I took that shot and I bummed it. I absolutely sold the bag. But when it came down to it, my team was the one that was up and we got that juicy victory. Give me those trophies. The next round we had my other friend join in, so now we had a full comp of 3. And things were working out well, but for how long? We were able to win this game in overtime, but our comp felt a little bit squished. So I decided to take it up with my team and let them know how I was feeling, and they felt the same way. But regardless, we went into the next game with the same comp, and we faced the consequences. We were up against a Mortis, and he did us absolutely disgustingly dirty. I can't even be upset because I knew it was coming, but we did have to change our comp, and so we did. This is where things got intense because this comp was actually crazy. We had our enemies in lockdown. It was so bad. These guys must have felt like they were in quarantine. And then right when they think it's over, I throw another super down on them. All I got to say now is cooked. The wind started flowing in, the streak was building up, and we were on a roll. We were unstoppable. We were just one game away from 900 trophies, but then things started to change. We ended up losing to these guys, and this is where we got stuck in a loop. We would do very well, we would win a game, and then we'd do terrible, and we'd get hard countered, and we'd lose the next game. My teammate decided to try switching from Max to Colt, which only made things worse, and we just lost more trophies. We ended up taking a break, but I accidentally fell asleep. When I came back online, we had a new Brawl Ball map, and this one, once again, I had no idea how it was going to work. What I did know, though, is I was less than 2,000 mastery points away from my title, and I was going to get it today. And with the final battle coming to an end, rewarding me with 69 mastery points, I couldn't have asked for anything better, and we unlocked the title. I gotta be honest though, I wasn't really doing this mastery for the title, and I wasn't doing it for this pin either, but I'll take it. It's a cool pin, facepalm spike, woo! But I was doing it for the player icon. This is a sick icon. One of the best, honestly. But one of a kind, what can I say? That's me. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and join the Discord, join the club. I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!